Today we're going to talk about synesthesia. So it's a neurological condition, and when I see a new word that I don't really understand, I like to think of another word that I do know, that might give me clues to what this might be. So when I think of synesthesia, I think of anesthesia. Now these two words have a common root to them, and that is aesthesia. Now this is known as sensation. Anesthesia meaning no sensation, and syn actually meaning together, so sensations that happen together. The production of the sense stimulated by another sense is the definition of synesthesia. So senses, there are the five senses. So you have sight and hearing, auditory, connected. Then you might, when you hear music, you might see that also as colors around you. Now, it's not only the five senses that can be combined in various ways to create synesthesia, but also cognitive experiences like patterns, perceptual orientation, and emotions. And these can be combined in any different sort of way with the five senses. Now, how common is synesthesia? Because when I first heard about this, I was like, wow, that sounds like something from like a science fiction movie. So I was surprised to hear that like 4 to 5% of the population actually has this, and I was wondering why we don't know more about it, why I don't know anyone if it's 5% of the population. If I knew 100 people, then I must have at least known one person. And there's a few reasons why this is. First of all, they might not know. This is an experience that happens from childhood. It's the way they always experience the world, and there isn't any reason for them to know that they're different from anyone else. Another reason is that maybe they know, but they just don't want to tell anyone. Telling someone that you see things that aren't there, that no one else sees, might sound like it is a hallucination, and might suggest some sort of mental illness, so you can see why they wouldn't want to know. Now, there are certain characteristics of synesthesia that are different from any other experience of synesthesia. Some other experiences are brain trauma. They might experience something like this. Certain psychedelic drugs will induce a synesthetic-like experience, but these are the differences. So first, it's automatic. It happens just instantly. There's no delay in the connection of the senses. You'll see music as colors instantly. Another is involuntary. There's no choice in the matter that they have. It just happens to them. They can't control it. And the last one is consistent. So if someone associates or sees a synesthetic the color 3 as purple, they will always see the color 3 as purple, and not just purple, but a very specific shade or tone of purple, and they will see that all the time, versus someone that will have a psychedelic experience where it is momentary and that doesn't constantly happen in their life, just in that moment. Despite synesthesia being a neurological condition, it's not really considered a disease, because synesthetics can really benefit from this experience that they have with the connection of senses. One is better memory. So say this synesthetic is walking down the street and she sees someone that she met from high school, and she can't remember her name, but what she does remember is that her name is the color green, so that she starts thinking of all the green names. And she's like, well, Lucy is green, Linda's green, Lily, oh yes, it was Lily. So they use it as a mnemonic device to remember things. Another thing is that they're more creative. A lot of artists have come out as having synesthesia. One of them is Billy Joel, Stevie Wonder, and Van Gogh. There's also additional advantages such as perfect pitch and pattern recognition. Synesthesia isn't just a condition, but it's part of like who they experience it as part of who they are. If they were to lose this ability, it would be like losing a sense, like being able to see color and not being able to see color anymore, or losing your sight. It's very essential to who they are and how they experience the world. And this is a brief summary of everything we went through in the video. We defined synesthesia, we talked about the different characteristics of it, the prevalence of it and why it is that way, and certain benefits that synesthetics might experience. And that is all for today. Have a good day.